Welcome to Red Reviews. Set your speed for cruise control. That's right, Mission Impossible 6, or Mission Impossible Fallout, has hit theaters. Tom Cruise back in action. He doesn't seem to miss a beat this time. Every movie you probably go and watch Mission Impossible and you're like, wow, how are they going to top it this time? And once again, Fallout manages to raise the bar a little bit higher. Not my favorite one, but that doesn't mean it's not a good one. I happen to have a soft spot for Ghost Protocol, and I don't know, it's the Dubai sequence where he's hanging on the building. For some reason, that's my favorite action sequence out of all the Mission Impossibles, except maybe the train, the end of Mission Impossible, the first one, but just because the first one in any series is a classic. But Ghost Protocol is my favorite of them. I think it has also my favorite version of the theme song. If you're going in to hear a lot of the theme, I don't think you're going to hear a lot of it in this one, but it is there, of course, a key moment. Sort of like the Bond theme. You don't get it, it's not overbearing, but it's there. It's there when it needs to be. Like I said, you go in for the action, because, there's a story, but it's your basic spy sort of story. You know, there's missing plutonium, where someone's going to build a bomb, we got to get it back, and the clock is ticking, and now we have our spy movie. But you really go to see Tom Cruise doing these things that Tom Cruise does. I mean, in the past, like I say, he's hung on buildings, he's hung on the side of airplanes, he's done that underwater sequence from Rogue Nation where he held his breath for, 5 minutes or something? And this one, he continues to raise the bar. If you've been online or any curious about this movie, you probably heard whispers of a helicopter sequence and a bathroom fight sequence being the standout. I would agree with that. I didn't think the bathroom sequence was, as grand as they made it out to be, although it's a really solid fight, sort of a Casino Royale vibe with James Bond fighting at the beginning in the bathroom. That really gritty, down dirty. We just got fists and guys going at each other. There's no little gadgets or anything, no kung fu or flips, but it's just a bunch of dudes just mano a mano wanting to kill each other. The greatest addition, although the stunts in this movie, the greatest addition is definitely Henry Cavill, best known as Superman, of course, in the DC cinematic universe. A very, very welcome addition to the cast. Of course, returning, we also have Ving Rhames, Simon Pegg, Rebecca Ferguson from the last one. Alec Baldwin also makes a return. But definitely Henry Cavill is definitely the standout. It's nice to see him doing something, because we don't look like we're going to get that Superman Man of Steel 2 sequel anytime soon. So I'm glad he's branching out. He plays his part really good. No spoilers on his part, but just know it's great to see him in action sequences. I feel like he was born to do this. So when he puts up his fist and he goes to fight, that's a lot of dude behind it. It's like how we've always wanted to see Superman fight. And of course it climaxes in just the helicopter sequence I alluded to earlier. Awesome action. It's just, it's relentless. The movie, it feels a little long, and I think that's because it's a little long. My showtime started at 7. I checked my watch when I ended it, and it was 9:34. Of course, there's some trailers before that, but so it's a good 2.5 hours until that final credits roll. But it is quite a ride while you're on it. It doesn't give you much time to breathe between action sequences, and like I said, nobody does it like Tom Cruise. Nobody runs like Tom Cruise either. He has a great running sequence in this, and just look at him. You can just tell he is just giving it his all. Like, no one runs like him. It's got to be full blast running. It's not a jog. It's not a sprint. It's not a mall walk. This guy just goes from 0 to top speed, and he just goes for it. And of course, it's got great settings. How he gets to shoot on the locations he does and run on top of the buildings that he does, it's probably he's Tom Cruise. That's probably the only thing I can think of at this point, is that's his reputation precedes him. So this one, it looks like it's going to do really well. It's got a great opening. It's got a fun story. Like I said, the story is there enough to put the action pieces in place, which is what you're there for. Great action. I am so excited to see what they do. I'm glad this franchise is continuing, because like I said, I always compared Ethan Hunt to the American James Bond. And now, in our day, they're years off of not getting a James Bond movie. We definitely get these Mission Impossible movies. So that meets my spy, it satisfies my spy hunger, a spy movie I need to have at least once a year. So go check out Mission Impossible Fallout. Definitely recommend. It looks like it's 6 movies into a series. You definitely start to think that a series could hit some fatigue, and a lot of series do. Even by part 3, it definitely seems like series start to hit a fatigue. But if you look at ones like maybe Fast and Furious, they get to that third or fourth one, much like Mission Impossible. I feel when it hit Rogue Nation or Ghost Protocol, excuse me, the series just kind of had new life breathed into it, like Fast Five, or right there, new life was breathed into the franchise, and I think it's going to continue for a long time to go. Go check out Mission Impossible Fallout, the sixth one in the series, and go see what Tom Cruise does this time around. And I'll catch you guys next time right here on Red Reviews.